doing a little bitty job today.
Small restoration.
Yeah. The trim and stuff's rotting out on this shed.
Yeah,
So,
a little bit of rot.
we're gonna put a new band board on it. I'm gonna use, instead of 1x, I'm gonna use pressure treated 2x6s across the bottom. And then I got pressure treated 1xs going up the sides.
Right.
And then when I get all that done, I'll caulk around the baseboard and then put the trim on. That way, if any water gets in behind there, it's going to run down to that and run off the...
Also, he's lost some shingles up here at the top. Some are falling off.
Yeah, we got to put some of them on there.
Yeah, replace some shingles.
Yep.
Oh, and fix some things for the window. A lot of little things. You know, the building, these old little buildings, this was probably a, what, 20-year-old little building?
Probably.
Every bit of a 20-year-old building.
Yeah.
You know, and if you maintain them, keep them up, do the restoration when needed, you know, when things start to rot, go ahead and replace it. You know, and is that going to stay there, dear? I'm sitting there watching, and his what are you calling, sawhorses are just teetering right there.
Well, they will, because everything's on one side.
I know. I thought, I was going, okay, that's going to fall, that's going to fall.
But it's amazing how many tools you have to bring just to
do a small little project. But we're kind of getting them to the point they're organized. It's like a basket here, take this basket, that basket.
Yeah.
And between Lowe's and AutoZone, their baskets are wonderful. So,
well, these are AutoZone.
AutoZones, and
And
he gave them to
told
us.
me to take it.
Yeah. So,
We swap them out.
yeah. We'll bring our AutoZone basket in when we go shopping there, so we bring it back out. So we did not steal. We got permission. So you've got 2x4s, 1xs,
1x4s, and 2x6s.
2x6s. So I know the 2x6s are going to go around the base. So we're going to pull all that off. That's going to go in a burn barrel.
4s to go around the door.
Around the doors.
And what we'll have to do, I don't have a key to that, so
He may come
we'll
in.
screw a board on here and screw them up right there and take these end ones out. Put a board in, screw the door back down to that.
Right. There's always a way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do a quick little walk around of this little building. I mean, it's not real big, but, you know, it's a 2-day job. You know, by the time you bring everything in, get organized, pull all the old off. Now, are you going to cut some of this back off? Because there's a lot of rot right back there. Are you going to cut some of that rot off?
No, I've got a 2x6.
That is going to go past all that?
It's going to go past all that. It's going to cover all that up.
Okay, I just didn't know whether that rot's coming off or not.
It's almost would be, it's just right there at the bottom. It's solid right there.
Okay.
So if we can get that on there and get the caulk on it and get it to
Seal
run
in.
water off.
Yeah.
I mean, the correct way to do it was just take it off and put on, and
All new siding.
but there ain't no point in it. The siding from that point up's good. So if we
Right.
can just eliminate that, we'll be
Well,
good.
you know, you want to give them, you know, even if it's a small repair, you're going to give it at least another 10 years. And, you know, think about that in our time. I mean, 10 years from now, are you going to need this building anymore? You know, is there going to be something bigger and better that you could actually work with? Are you even going to be in this property anymore? So, you know, look at, you know, why you would want to do something. But these are cute little, these were old-timey small barns. That's what they were, it was little small barns. So, nice little building. So, but he's just getting everything out, getting everything organized. There's no power, so we had to bring our generator. So, here's all of his baskets of tools. And by the way, if you've never got any of these from Harbor Freight, these are wonderful. They're so sturdy. They were inexpensive, wasn't it? About $10, $15. Yeah, they're Voyager. And we're not sponsored by Harbor Freight by no means. But, I mean, you got pockets for pretty much everything you need.
Yeah.
And you can find things, which is really nice. Because he'll say, well, go get me the speed square or the small square. And I would look and look and look. And now I could just, oh, here it is, you know. So there's plenty of room. Well, we're going to close for now. And we'll bring you back on when we start doing some of the repairs. Or I think right now he's going to do a little bit of demolition on it. Pulling off the old. And that's what we're going to be doing, going all the way around, pulling off the old, getting rid of all that old rot, starting with the new. So we'll bring you back. Stay tuned.
All right, we got the band board up. We still got to replace all this
And the sides, the corners.
around the sides of this, but
And the corners.
and the corner.
Yeah.
But when I get the band board up, I'm gonna go ahead and run a bead of caulk around it. That way, when it does rain, even when we put the corner boards up, it'll run down and hit it and run off. It won't soak in behind it on that thing. We got the majority of the rod out, and basically we're keeping it dry from now on. There won't be any more rain in it. It's a black caulk.
Because my husband's colorblind. Actually, it's one that it's high weatherproof. It's coming out. It's just slow.
Just make that hard to come out. We may do the caulk. Shouldn't be that hard to come out.
We are close enough to a store that would have it. Now this is all weather, weatherproof, rubberized caulk. It's supposed to be for waterproofing.
Yeah, and it's paintable.
It's paintable.
But it'll give us the best
Results. If he can get it out, it may. Is it dried up?
It's just a dried up.
That's brand new.
Oh, I know. I mean, brand spanking new. Well,
we may take maybe a 30-minute break. Run on the other side of the interstate. Or this side of the interstate, there's a home.
well, we're coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, I was starting to say there's a Tractor
We can
Supply.
put the trim up and everything. And then tomorrow we can caulk around that and the sides of the trim and everything
All at once.
all at once, and that way it'll keep. But yeah, that brand new tube of caulk is
That is unbelievable.
cracked.
Well, we've got our ticket, and the guys up at Duncan,
Hard telling how long it's been sitting on the shelf.
yeah, they're good. They'll reimburse us on that and give us a new one.
It's just pitiful.
Now you can't get it out of the caulk gun. Is there a date? This is that Tight Bond.
I think so.
Duramaster High Performance Sealant.
What? Yeah, we'll just have to put the trim up. And then we can come back tomorrow and caulk all the way around everything.
That may be a date, but if that's a date, it's really out of stock. 3/20 of 2011. That looks like it's probably a stock number.
No. 05.
05.
2005. So,
Well, I guess there is an expiration date on
so that's
pot.
set on the shelf for
Oh,
quite a while.
my throat hurts. I am getting hoarse.
Yeah. It's everything that's in the air.
Yeah.
All the weeds are blooming.
Change of the season, and I'm like, I'm losing my voice. I don't like this. He probably does, but I don't. So our next option is putting up these side corner pieces.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put the boards on there to hold the doors where the doors need to be held, and then we'll put them sides up, and we'll put the top on.
Okay, and then tomorrow we'll be coming back and working on the roof.
Working on the roof.
Replace-
And putting caulk and everything in.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to close this right now.
But we're
Keep
trying
watching.
to caulk.
Keep watching. We're going to bring you back on when we get what we've settled to be done.
But yeah, the caulking around the trim and everything it'll keep all the water from going down in behind it.
Right.
That'll be fine.
Well, now, when I looked at that tube is as far as what you bought,
Oh yeah, it's perfect for that.
yeah, it's perfect for that. When you're at the hardware store, I mean, you look at tubes of caulk and there's only 100 tubes there, different types,
Yeah.
different brands. So think about the project that you're doing.
Yeah. And
That-
whether if you get pure silicone, you can't paint it.
Yeah, pure silicone is is a grease almost.
Well, that ain't a grease.
It's something rubberized.
Yeah, it's silicone.
Silicone.
It will not.
Yeah, it won't take paint.
No.
And so read your label, and if you're going to be painting, make sure it is a paintable caulk. What are you doing, baby? Just checking.
I'm going to put a screw in there, and there. Then I can take these hinges off and we're going to replace this board. The door won't move.
Oh,
Then
that's
we
smart.
can put the board in there and then screw it right back down.
That is smart.
That way we don't. I don't have a key to the lock, so I can't open the door. So this way we'll just take everything apart and then put it back together.
Well, and then if you were ever,
Lock.
if you've ever locked yourself neat in your building and you lost your key, that may be an option to do that.
Yeah.
But not to tell you to break into anybody's building. I mean, that's wrong.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. That keeps everything, because the door is all lined up where it needs to be. Huh. I hate to tell him he's kind of smart. I'm not going to tell him though.
No, don't tell me.
Yeah, don't tell him he's smart, because he won't work anymore.
I think I'm too smart to be doing it.
Yeah. How did you figure something like that out?
I just looked at it. Knew I didn't have the key, and I knew the door needed to stay stationary while I done it.
I mean, so that's not something a trick that you learned years ago, fencing, or something maybe you learned on the farm and fixing stuff.
Now we can take
The whole side
the
down.
bolts off,
And
fold
then,
that back, and replace that too before.
and then you could do this. You won't even have to do
Well,
that.
I'll do that side over there,
Right.
just like we did this. And then I can take that down, and then the top we'll just do.
Oh, okay. All right.
Rather than messing.
It'd be nice if we could have got, if he wanted fresh hinges, but I mean, they work. Hey, we've done a lot of things and put old hinges, so. Well, he's going to get started on this, and we'll bring you back in, show you what we've done next. Stay tuned. We're videoing. Okay, we've got all the trim redone around the corners of the building and around the door. Now he's repairing some of the roofing shingles. Now the roofing shingles, I mean, there's inch, inch and a half. I think these are these are the inch ones. These are the inch ones, ain't they?
Inch and a half.
Inch and a half. But he's kind of saved his thumbs numerous times. And then there's some rotted ones we were going to be replacing. It's just, you know, they rot, you know. And them are them steeples.
Yeah. I don't want to drop them.
Okay.
I'm going to need a shingle.
Alrighty. He's going to
What I'm doing is just, they don't want to replace all of them, so I'm just going through and I'm going to replace
the worst ones.
the worst ones that blew off and missing. It's not leaking anywhere.
No, but if we can replace the worst ones, then
Yeah.
kind of keeps it going.
Ah,
So, yeah. And he'll take and use, I've seen him use his, what are those, needle nose pliers?
yeah.
And hold the nails.
Well, you'll bust your fingers on
Yeah. So,
them roofing nails.
so I've got to get the shingles out. So we'll just keep bringing you back on this job.
All right, Tuesday afternoon. We got all the band boards in and the trim on, trim around the door. And I went ahead and fixed the roof. The shingles that was missing. But we'll come back tomorrow sometime. And I'm going to go ahead and caulk the whole building. I was just going to caulk around the base, but I'm just going to caulk the whole building, all the trim and
Well, it's
everything.
kind of silly to caulk one area and then not the other.
Well, water runs down. I want it to run out, not set behind it. So I don't want it set behind this neither. So
Right.
I'm just going to caulk everything.
Okay. And also, the doors are tight, but we don't have a way to open them, but we can,
He can bring it tomorrow, and I
Right.
can just take my planer.
yeah.
They was tight before. I mean, everything's back exactly the way it was. But I'll just take my planer and plane them off a little bit.
Give it a little bit more movement.
But yeah, looks good.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just, you know, a 2-day project.
Yeah.
Boy, he does so many
I mean,
different
you started
jobs.
early. You get it all done in one day, but we don't work that long anymore.
That, we're old.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Shingles. I'm not a roofer.
Well,
I put nails in the end of them shingles where they bend over, but they had steeples in the end of them, so it's the only way I know to
right.
hold them down.
Yeah, and these jobs like this, I mean, I know there's so many different contractors out there, and a lot of these contractors actually,
Well, it wouldn't pay them to do
Yeah.
something this small.
but you know, we can do it. We can work on these
They've
little
got-
things.
5 employees out there, and they're trying. That wouldn't have been an hour's worth of work for them with 5 people,
Right.
if that.
But it wouldn't pay them to come out
No.
and do it.
No.
They'd rather be on a big construction job or whatever.
And I like the little job.
Yeah.
We're good with that.
You're a good little handyman.
Yep. Little
Handy Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There used to be a business years ago called Handy Randy.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's still out there or not in Knoxville. If you are, I like your name. But
But we'll come back tomorrow and finish up the caulking, plane them doors down.
yeah. Now, I want to say we need to keep the people in Florida and keep the people in North Carolina and
Everybody,
East Tennessee in prayer.
it just blows my mind how bad it could be.
Right.
I mean, but that's an eye-opener for everybody too.
Yes.
Everybody needs to be more prepared. I mean, if everybody would, I know everybody can't afford generators, whole house generators and all that, but everybody can pretty much afford a generator. Look on Facebook Marketplace, find a generator, just something. So
A backup.
a backup, you need some sort of backup, you need food. I mean, it's
Well, and, you know, and I look at it this way. I would rather be prepared and not have it than
you can
need,
always use it.
yeah, or than need it and not have it.
Yeah.
You know, he makes fun of me, but in the back of my car, I have a couple blankets. I got an emergency kit, you know, and everything
Well,
else.
the weather gets bad here in northern Alaska, Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, growing up, I mean, we never had the best cars or anything like that. You had a flat tire and you had to sit and wait on someone to help you, and you know, you had a blanket to keep you warm, and we've been stuck in the ice many a time. So,
Yep.
but it's like, you know, it don't hurt to buy that one extra can of beans or that one extra can of,
No.
you know, Vienna
Keep them
sausage.
in the shelf and that's fine. Don't buy perishable.
No,
Because meat and stuff, if you got a generator, you can hook your
freezer.
freezer and refrigerator up to the generator. But, you know, buy
Potted meat.
potted meat and beans and,
Yeah.
you know,
Beanie
bagged
weenies.
beans, dry
Be-
beans, and then they'll last forever on
Well,
the counter.
Dry milk. You
Dry
know,
milk,
powdered milk. So there's so many things, but also if you see things that is being, you know, shipped to this area for relief, I mean, I know the what is it, Samaritan's Purse is probably one of the biggest ones out there. They're 7 days a week.
Well, they may not be the biggest ones, but
They're the ones that
they're actually
we're seeing.
we know people over there that's cops and workers that's going over there, you know, to help. And Red Cross, FEMA, and all them, they're just kind of standing back and telling people what to do. They're not doing nothing. But that
Samaritan's Purse.
Samaritan's Purse, they're actually out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
He said them poor people are working themselves to death. I mean, they're out there cleaning mud, doing this.
Right.
Don't matter. They just want to do something to help.
Yeah, so we've looked more into that. That's a Christian organization, and they deal with churches in that area. So they've contacted the churches, and they know what people need. So, you know,
And they just go jump in and do it.
yeah. And so, you know, if nothing else, you know what? Prayer.
Yep.
If this world all comes together in prayer, then, you know, the Lord will work miracles around us.
Maybe something will change.
Yeah. Well, that's all of our preaching.
Yeah. We're going to go probably grab us a bite of lunch and go home and do something at home.
Yeah, God, we've got work lined up at home. So, well, remember to like, subscribe, and share. We love hearing from you. We love comments, suggestions. You know, ask, you know, if you have a question, why did we do this? Why did we do that? Or, you know, what product was this? Or what, you know, or whatever it may be.
And make sure and subscribe and like. Don't cost you a thing.
Yeah.
Just hit that subscribe button and like button. If you don't never watch me again, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to build my subscribers up
Yeah, we're almost there. We're getting awful close.
to our goal. It's took a while,
Yeah, that's
But,
all right.
but we're getting there.
Yeah.
But it don't cost you a dime.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
That's correct. Well, remember, as always, what do we say? We love you. God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day.